Federal authorities are intensifying the fight against Mexico's Sinaloa cartel. In the past couple of weeks, more than 200 suspected members were arrested in several states. Authorities also seized over 300 metric tons of chemicals that were going to be used to produce meth in Mexico. And the Treasury Department wants American financial institutions to check for suspected Chinese money laundering networks being used to smuggle fentanyl into the United States. The Treasury's financial crimes team says it discovered about $312 billion in suspected transactions from 2020 to 2024. Let's bring in Peter Schweizer from the Government Accountability Institute, somebody, full disclosure, I do some work with. Peter, you wrote about this in BloodMoney, one of your many books. You were on this a couple of years ago, but it seems like now that Trump's in office, they're finally paying attention to us. Explain how this is working and the Chinese involvement.
Yeah, no, I think it's so important that President Trump is taking a strategic approach to the fentanyl crisis, because Joe Biden thought it was just a health care issue. The bottom line is this is a Chinese operation. The drug cartels are the junior partners. The precursor chemicals, as about everybody now knows, come from China, but they're offloaded at the Port of Manzanillo in Mexico, which is run by a Chinese company. Those precursors are shipped up north, where the DEA says 2,000 Chinese chemists happen to be who turn this into the deadly cocktail of fentanyl. The drug cartels then use pill presses that the Chinese have sold to them at cost to produce these pills, which are killing so many Americans. And then the money laundering aspect of it. The drug cartels 20 years ago used banks in Latin America. They're now using state-owned banks. So this is a strategic initiative by China to punish and damage the United States. And I applaud the Trump administration, not just this operation to unwind part of the money laundering aspect and the nature of it, but also the Trump approach on tariffs, which is saying you are going to pay a price. We're not the type of people who are going to do the same thing back to you, but you are going to pay a price with tariffs as long as you continue to put this poison in the United States.